Okay, whoa, whoa, whoa. We've been on the road from the go. Hit my glove, you know. We've been down for too long to give up. Can't go, I need all pesos, want it all. Case closed, I go balls to the wall, can't hold. To the ball game over, these boys can't hold me. You boys can't hold us, I told you. Better not be the one to doubt us. Cause we've been putting in the mouth. We only taking what was ours. So you better not be the one to doubt us. Cause we gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. When I was back home washing them dishes, I was just wishing I could just vision. I was gon' get it, I was on missions, I was just living. Walking that building, we was just building. Taking our time, we was just yielding. We was just chilling away from these haters. Know they be watching like a theater. Yeah. Plotting these niggas that we need later. They gon' degrade us, it won't delay us. This is what made us. We got Omega, probably roll. Probably just leave. I see you later. I salute Wake, cop a new crib, got some new neighbors. You get this big, they gon' want favors, they gon' want flavors. Probably roll. Hope the Lord save us, wait from these haters. Hope the Lord save us, wait from these snakes, wait from these fakes. Wait, I need breaks, wait, I need cake. How long can we wait? Come on, better not be the one to doubt us. Cause we've been putting in the mouth. We only taking what was ours. So you better not be the one to doubt us. Cause we gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Titans going up against the Colts. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, from the heartland of America, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their -3-game win streak. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. No gain on the play there, second down. As we get a glance at the starting lineup offensively, let's discuss the former Heisman Trophy winner, Derrick Henry.
He was definitely disappointed that he dropped to the second round. Only one running back went in the first. That was Ezekiel Elliott. But I think Derrick Henry has a chance to have a special NFL career. He's not just big and strong, has way better feet than he's ever been given credit for.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This one brought in by Dorial Green-Beckham. And he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. Big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. A give to Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here we go.
Now an inside give. This is Fowler, the fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, after that pickup of a 1st down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise.
And that'll be incomplete. Let's go through the starting defense for Indianapolis.
Randy Gregory entered the league with people excited about his pass rushing skills. They continue to stay excited about his potential.
Second down now after the incompletion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The good pick up there of 20 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Here we go.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the Stanford man. It's Andrew Luck.
I love everything about Andrew Luck's game, but I also love his worldliness. Some of his formative years were spent growing up outside of the United States. And I think that that's helped him when he came back because now he's seen the world. And I think that helped him mature a little bit as well.
Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's the offense, and if you're the defense, Charles, you really have to focus on that guy that's highlighted on the screen.
You're talking about pure speed. T.Y. Hilton can get down the middle of the field and really stretch a defense.
Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Hey, here we go.
Again, it's Charles. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Still 2nd down.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And really just a heck of a catch. That's a really good receiver making a nice play.
And against a really good defensive back. Right there together, and over the top, the receiver wins the battle.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
On 1st and 10, Locke firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
On 1st down, it's Locke. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. It's a close game here early on. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal. On the run, it's Charles. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jamal Charles, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Travis Coons now to add the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Jamal Charles able to cap it off with a touchdown run. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
They'll drop to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
They're going to look to throw. And he hits his man, Matthews. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
The pitch to Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. He'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Oh, what a move. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Annapolis right after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on.
And now it's blocked. And all the defense has it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
All right, shift now to the Tennessee defense here. And a tight ball game here, and in these close ones, every drive becomes magnified.
And we don't want to overuse the word critical, but it feels that way as they head out there for this possession. They need to get the ball back and give their offense a chance to get them totally back into this game.
We'll see if the defense can do just that here. First down, Locke. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Back to the air, Luck on second down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Throwing on third down, Luck. He's got time in the pocket. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. We get a glance at the Colts defense as they work their way back on the field. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger-pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
Yeah, see if they can play a little bit better on this drive.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And quickly they get to the line. Back to throw now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Left side, caught by Matthews. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Here we go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Complete on the right side to Green Beckham. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. And they're going to speed things up here. Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Kendall Wright, the intended target. And it's 4th down.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before the break. Luck finding time. He's going to loft one. Deep left into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Rashad Johnson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Colts did not come out and play the way they wanted to in the first half. The Titans have bounced back from a tough loss last week and look to be in much better shape today. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Titans have it midway through the first. Henry's going to head outside to the right, and he'd go in for the 3-yard touchdown. Titans with the early advantage. Now 1st and 10. Luck's going to complete the pass near the sideline, and he'll be tackled at the 6-yard line. Colts later on the drive. Charles is going to cruise off the right side, and he'd go in for the 6-yard touchdown. We're brand new at 7. 3rd and goal. Henry's looking for room to run, and he'll go for a score. The Titans go up by 6. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On On second down, Jamal Charles. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, it's Charles again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Colts a first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds, incomplete. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Out of the gun now on third down. And able to complete it to Green Beckham. 18 yards there and a first down.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Henry, the lone man in the backfield. Back to throw now on first down. Dancing, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Randy Gregory in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good game. Final minute now of the third quarter. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll toss it to Henry. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So this is the second consecutive week as you look at the numbers that he just doesn't seem to have the same pop as we normally see him with.
Is there an injury we don't know about?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because that's a legitimate question right now. We're used to speed, power, all coming together. And what I've always loved about him is his vision. You know, last week he didn't have that as well. Always thought he was picking the wrong hole to try and run through. And his blockers, they seem to be getting him to the right place, but he picked the wrong spot. We're seeing some of that again this week. Can they snap it together? Can they get back in sync? Because normally we see them go together very, very well.
A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Here we go.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. It's Vontae Davis, the Pro Bowler, in on the stop. The 4th quarter here, they got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Rashard Matthews, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Let's go. 1, 9,
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
let's go.
The toss right to Henry. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. This will be caught at the 2. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him. And he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Here we go.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and it's got him in the lead. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Come on, let's go.
Here's Fowler, the fullback. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And the Titans defense, they get ready. They take the field again. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Or maybe you didn't like it when you heard those words.
It depended on when they were yelling them. But in this situation, absolutely perfect. Get off the field, force a punt, let the offense take over and do their thing, and it resulted in a field goal.
Well, we'll see if they can do that again. Caught left side by Hilton. 12 yards on the pickup, and the Colts are going to have a first. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. No gain, and it's second down. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Luck now on second down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Third and 2, Luck. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
Holding offense. The penalty is declined.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go with Charles. Jamal Charles stopped on fourth down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. A strong running. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it again with Henry. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, second and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Here we go.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's got room. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the offense lining up first and 10. They come up in an offset eye. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Let's go.
Henry running right. And running room. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the D has an extra defensive back here on a very important 3rd down.
Definite pass here.
This will be caught at about the 6. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here's Ryan Suckup for the Titan field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And the Colts coming out now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Allen has it, left side. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now it's Locke, surveying the field. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. He's got time. He's got Allen. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, it's Locke. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it?
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
On 1st and 10, Locke. A dump off for Charles. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again is Locke. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And quickly, they get to the line. And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left. Again, Locke. He's got time in the pocket, and he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Throwing on third down, Locke. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He dropped an 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Back to and this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Titans go victory formation down to a knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Tennessee, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let it in. I told the devil, I said, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. No, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. Pray to the Lord, Daddy, let me in. I'm breaking in. Breaking in.
Everyone, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Raiders going up against the Titans. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome everyone to the Music City, just a stone's throw from the Country Music Hall of Fame. We are at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Tonight, the stage is set for our final Thursday night game of the year between the Oakland Raiders and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games. On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6". Henry, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you've got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Let's go!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And able to complete it to Green Beckham. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
A toss left, Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Here we go! 38!
He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a handoff to Henry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Dan Williams might as well change his name officially to Big Dan Williams. A monster in the middle, holds down the run game against any team.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go!
They'll look to throw. forced out to his left. And an alley to run. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Fresh set of downs here.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Dorial Green Beckham. That'll bring up second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Kendall Wright, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
The thing I like most about Derek Carr's game is not just the right arm and his touch and his ability to find receivers. I think it's his calmness, and I think that transmits itself very well to the rest of the team. They feed off of that, and they go out and play with confidence.
Murray, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And Mr. Cooper, Amari, a headliner in this offensive unit.
Brandon, it's rare that you get guys so polished coming out of college, but Amari Cooper has carried himself like a pro probably since he was 6 years old. He is a terrific talent.
Second down following the run. Here's the option going right. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. The starting defense for the Titans.
Jason McCourty's twin brother, Devin, has gone to multiple Super Bowls, but Jason's carving out a nice niche himself as a cover corner.
And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on third down. Carr going to try and throw on third down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On first down, Murray. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
We
throw on second down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's third down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Throwing his car on third down. Finding time. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. One quarter down here on a frigid December night. 7-0 is our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. Here's Marquette King now to kick it for Oakland. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And able to complete it to Green Beckham. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. Derrick Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now the Titans defense gets set to go again. They'll be hoping to come up with that same type of effort they had last time when they forced the punt that led to a touchdown.
And that type of effort just continues to carry over, because once you get it done once, you feel like you can do it again and again. It's no guarantee, but you got to like the confidence that they take back out into the field.
Now, will they keep that confidence? Time to find out.
Everyone's got four down. We ready? Wide and yay. Side and yay.
They go play action here on first down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there for the Raiders. 30 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
False start, offense. Still second down.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Following the penalty, it's Murray. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. From the gun now on third down, Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Murray, the lone setback. Throwing on first down is Carr. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
On second down, here's Carr. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case, the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
A nickel set shown by the Titans on third down.
Thinking pass. Shotgun now for Carr. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Well, at least they won't take a goose egg into intermission as they do carve out 3 points here in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Yeah, it hasn't really been the greatest of first halves. They've looked out of sync, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But a field goal here at least gives them some momentum as we tick down toward halftime. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions. Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot. A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And that'll be incomplete. Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass. 10 yards still left on second down. He'll look to throw. Complete on the right side to Green Beckham. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Then he hits his man, Matthews. Nobody in front. Rashard Matthews. Touchdown, Titans. Rashard Matthews, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them. Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point try now for Succop. And it's 21-3. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Tennessee score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. Carr now to throw. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first down, Carr. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now a first down following that long gain. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
One receiver to the left is Cooper.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios, where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA halftime report. The Titans right now are doing a good job protecting their house. The Raiders know it's always hard to come in and get a win on the road, but they're not out of this one yet. All right, let's roll the highlights. Titans have it at the 32. Wright's wide open here on the catch. This play goes for a score. Titans up now by 7. Down to early in the second. Henry's looking for room to run, and he'll go in from 2 yards out. That puts them on top by 14. First and 10. Cooper's found on the quick pass, and the play will come to an end after a gain of 30. Raiders will settle for 3 points on the drive. Third down, inches to go. The quick pass and completion is made, and this long run goes for a touchdown. That takes the lead up to 18. Raiders now late in the second. The pass will be completed into coverage, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 37-yard line. So that's it for us. We'll go back now under the lights for the second half of this Thursday night matchup.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
The Titan defense getting set now, coming back onto the field. They had a pretty solid first half. Not many adjustments, but I guess there's probably always some adjustments that can be made.
Usually it's just tightened down on the things we've worked on all week in practice. Everyone thinks adjustments are bringing in something absolutely new. For the most part, it's tweaks or just emphasizing what you've worked on already. And that's what they're planning to do here in the second half.
They won't be looking to reinvent the wheel. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. Good enough for an Oakland first down. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
All right, here we go. Wide and yay. Wide and yay.
Carr now on first down. Surveying the field. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Murray, the lone setback. Carl try it again on second down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down. Throwing his Carr on third down. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Marquette King now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking sideline, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out and down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. He's got time. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Well, still in search of the first down after that last completion. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Now Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
An expecting pass. Shotgun now for Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Murray in a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now. I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Hey, we got three.
Henry, the lone man in the backfield.
Watch 82. Watch 82. He likes to sneak out late. Watch 82. Ohio.
The play clock's running down. Back to throw now on first down. Complete on the right side to Green Beckham. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 11 on the gain there. And the Titans are going to have a first. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try the right side with Henry. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw here. Can't find blitz coming, and down he goes. Aldon Smith, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Ryan Suckup for the Titan field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will make this now an 18-point ball game. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Marquette King now, as he's on to punt for Oakland.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Henry, the lone man in the backfield. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. Carr to throw again. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Carr now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
We ready? Red 18.
They'll try and run with Murray. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Carr. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play.
Here we go. Red 18. Red.
Shotgun now for Carr. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Titans are going to recover the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Seven yards to go on second down.
4 down. Check. Come on, let's go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Wright's got it. And he'll go down here. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action.
Strong left. Hey. Let's go. Flex round.
Short yardage unit out there. This is Fowler, the fullback. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Titans. Dorial Green Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Suck up for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. A right side catch by Crabtree. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They'll come up with split backs in the backfield. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. And on 2nd and 10 now. Again, it's Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Carr, got to have this one. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Titans, their hopes of a 500 season stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Oakland, it'll be loss number 6 on the season for them. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.
Okay, in another catch me. Promise that you'll catch me. Promise that you'll catch me.
Okay, your nose keep running and the money keep coming. Hey, I'ma keep ballin'. Hey, rock a park, spallin'. Hey, carefree, I've been living carefree. So much in the air, we can barely even breathe. Hey, I really worry about things I don't know. You say I'm living wrong, you ain't wrong, money long way. So think about it, it ain't nothing I don't know. All the money that I saw, I don't think I'm ever wrong.
Show me what you like. Hey, I put money, I can match it for ya. I'm in this all white fit, looking like a brick and all them zippers on a jacket on ya. He got a thing for Latin. He wanna hear a little Spanish in it. I told him it ain't practice it. I'm about to fully up the status. Rock up with the click and I ain't looking like the side in this. I'm the opposite cause I'm the main event in boxing and it has the time been ticking. I've been out here playing my position, I'm about to get it. Now ain't no one about to block the hit cause someday, someone tell me I'm somewhere, doing alright. Somewhere, somebody that someone is somebody that one day will be the love of my life, but not tonight though. Hey, I'm only here for a minute. Bet you want a girl to keep it independent, and I know you gotta like a girl that's this appealing. Get you caught up in the moment, then I'll get you in your feelings. Tell your boys that you gon' meet them later on. Both of us are so taxi, leave the meter on. First time you out in Cali, never tried no this strong, so you gon' have some stories to tell when you take it back home and tell them one time, Snowy always showed you what it's like. Leave you sleepy like the call the umpire. Get you out and get you.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. This week's matchup featuring two teams who both came away with wins a week ago and know it should be a good battle today. It's the Titans going up against the Falcons. So for the call of this week's 17 matchup, let's send it out to our broadcast team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Well, there's a new building set to open adjacent to us to the south, but for now, they're still playing football at the Georgia Dome, and that's where we're located here in downtown Atlanta. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaughton along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete to open things up. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. This one brought in by Dorial Green-Beckham. Touchdown, Titans. Dorial Green-Beckham, 84 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. I mean, he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall pick of the 2008 draft, the man they call Matty Ice, quarterback Matt Ryan.
Always knew he'd be a gym rat, very cerebral player, a guy that beats you with his mind as well as his physical attributes. But the best part, poise under pressure. He knows how to bring a team back in the 4th quarter.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
Now Ryan on first down. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5. A look at the defensive starters for Tennessee.
When Brian Orakpo was born, there was no doubt that with that name, he was going to be a defensive player and a good one. He knows how to get to quarterbacks.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. So here are the Titans backed up to start this drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback. first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Henry. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep. And got his man complete. And they got 29 yards there. And it's good enough for a Tennessee first down. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football. And guess what? I throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet. I don't know about you, partner, but on second and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Green Beckham has it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Back to throw here. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. The penalty set him back. Now a big play moves him forward. It's second down. Red zone opportunity. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
They come up in an offset eye. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Rashard Matthews, the intended target, and it's third down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Out of the gun now on third down. This will be caught at the 2. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Kendall Wright, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
At the end of one, and it's the Titans out in front early. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. We focus our attention on the Titans defense now. They're just hoping for more of the same. Last time they forced the punt that led to a score.
They flipped the field, essentially, and that's what you want to do as a defense. Make sure that you put your offense in a great position to run their offense and put the ball in the end zone. That's exactly what they accomplished.
And they accomplished that last time. What will they accomplish this go-around?
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Again, they'll run with Freeman. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come up in an offset eye. Now a play fake here on first down. He completes it to Julio Jones. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy. Who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Throw right side, complete to Williams. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's got time in the pocket. It's caught. Jones. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. A reminder coming up at halftime. Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before that. So they're operating in the red zone. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. That is caught. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game. Because of that particular play, they had no answer.
And that one makes it 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, the hurdle. Oh. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. They'll set up a throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So on fourth down, the Titans will turn it over to their punter since 2009, and that's Brett Kern. And taken right on the 30. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
but it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
To throw is Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second down now after the pass completion. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Again, Ryan finding time. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. And the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 3rd and 5. Throwing again, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And Carpenter knocks it through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Falcons have done some good work defending the pass. The Titans had a lot of success throwing the football last week, but the same throwing lanes haven't been there. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Titans opening drive. Here we get a quick pass and completion, and this 2-play drive goes for a touchdown, giving them an early lead. 3rd and long, rights the target here, and it capped off the 9-play drive with a TD. That puts them up by 2 touchdowns. We go now to early in the second. Jones will make a catch coming across the middle, and he'll end up at the 45-yard line before being tackled. Now later on the drive, Freeman's going to duck out to the left, and he'd cap off the 11-play drive with a TD. Falcons trail now by just 7. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Freeman again, a first down carry. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
On second down, Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And hang on here. Freeman shaken up. Remaining on the ground after that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Third down, Ryan surveying the field. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Out to his left. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. He'll look to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or 2, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
He's got time. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down. From the gun on third down, Ryan. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's first and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Encroachment, defense. Still second down.
They come up in an offset eye. And from the 3 now, it's second and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
On third and goal, Ryan. He's got time in the pocket. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Falcons defense gearing up as they take the field. They had the interception last time, led to a field goal.
And kept points off the board against them as well. What a great way to end a drive. Take it away and set your offense up to put points on the board themselves.
The only thing would have been better a touchdown. Now they'll be looking to get the stop and lead to that here on the next drive.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with one complete. A gain of 32 that time.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for Green. Beckham, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth.
Watch two. Single. Let's go. Switch.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And he floats one there, incomplete.
Single, slop. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now it's Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And his throw is incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. Second and 10 now, Ryan. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's third down. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. On third down, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target.
They'll run with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point try now for Succop. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go for the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a third down. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. From the gun on third down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And it's 4th and 4. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's going to get this. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Carry now for Derrick Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
They come out here in the eye. After the penalty, it's Henry. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit and as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. It's a gain of 21 that time. And it'll be 1st down Atlanta. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw. Finding time. Looking middle, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll look to throw. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
He's back to throw. Looking for someone to throw to. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And right now I take my rudimentary kindergarten skills and draw where the tackle box would be, because that was close. I thought he was in the tackle box. He has to be very careful where he gets rid of the football from that spot.
Yeah, they say there was a receiver in the area, though.
Yeah. There's always a receiver in the area.
Surveying the field. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. If nobody was open downfield there, looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, it definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those down quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did.
Okay. Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Tennessee, it will wind up a .500 season as the win means they'll finish right at 8-8. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.
Now I've been in New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, A-A-T-L-M-I-A-D-M-V, all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California,
New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California,
I got some out in Dallas, now I'm smelling like LA. Met a from Miami to the Machiavelli. Left the kids on the belly, left the vid on my celly. She ate like spaghetti, I'm hitting gas and Dreddy. Met some killers in Memphis, like they from Oakland. Give me my flowers while I can smell them. Ain't talking about roses, literally I'm lean. Mix it like a bought it in Nashville. Then I woke up in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's sun, California, but nothing like Compton. It's more like Calistoga, and it's hot as Arizona. I pop me a Fresno, hard colder than Minnesota in October. Don't interrupt, darling, I'm in the zone. Why does everywhere I go just remind me of home? You know that state of gold with the bed. Them other places come close, but they don't compare. Now I've been to New York, come on, Texas, yeah, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, A-A-T-L-M-I-A-D-M-V, all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California,
California, no place like California.
Fresh off a flight to Boston, got a BZ in Maryland that I pipe too often. Headed right to Austin, most likely flossing. Tight, exhausted, high as a forklift. Handful of goons out in Colorado. Any given afternoon, you can catch a hollow. Honestly, it's the same out in Richmond, Virginia or California. Either state, you can get it. I done seen everywhere from Russia to Delaware. Trust me, I'm well aware. Barcelona to Bel Air, Petty to the Detroit. Don't tell him he saw how heavily he balls. Every project, every seashore. And I ain't content trying to see more nomadic. I probably wind up alone. All it takes is a melody to remind me of home. Now I've been to New York, come on, Texas, yeah, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, A-A-T-L-M-I-A-D-M-V, all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California,
California, no place like California.
C-A, all day. C-A, D-M-V-M-I-A, all reminds me of C-A. Sean.
Turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let it in. I told the devil, I said, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. No, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. Pray to the Lord, Daddy, let me in. I'm breaking in.
breaking in. Breaking in.